2024 could go down as the worst year yet for ransomware attacks. Hackers gain access to a computer server, lock up all the files, and then demand payment to get the victims back online. Well, in tonight's Eye on America, Usher Qureshi has the inside story of how a public official in Atlanta stared down one of the world's most destructive cybercriminals.
This incident has been reported to law enforcement and is under active investigation.
In Georgia last January, Fulton County Chairman Rob Pitts found himself in a showdown, staring at criminals he couldn't see. Fulton County was under a ransomware attack.
So phones, courts.
Everything was down.
Everything was shut down.
Things that you take for granted, going to the library to check out a book, couldn't do it. Getting a marriage license, checking on your taxes, you couldn't do it.
Did you feel like you were being held hostage?
Well, we were being held hostage.
Ransomware criminals are in the extortion business. They hack an organization's network, lock up the data, and then demand a ransom for the keys. Attackers last year walked away with a record $1 billion, but the number of organizations that pay has fallen from over 80% to just about 30% today.
What the hell is going on in Georgia?
The stakes in Fulton County couldn't have been higher. 5 months earlier, former President Donald Trump and 18 others were indicted in Fulton County, charged in connection with their efforts to overturn the 2020 election. The hackers claimed to have secret documents from the case and threatened to make them public.
How much were they asking?
Several millions of dollars.
We do not encourage organizations to pay the ransom, but we understand it's a business or an organizational decision that has significant ramifications.
Brian Vorndren is Assistant Director of the FBI's Cyber Division.
We negotiate for hostages. We don't negotiate with terrorists. What is the position with ransomware criminals?
The FBI typically doesn't get involved in negotiating with ransomware actors.
A major Russian-based ransomware syndicate called Lockbit took responsibility.
Lockbit, one of the most prolific ransomware variants in the world.
4 months later, the FBI indicted Lockbit's alleged ringleader, Dmitry Horshev, who they said used the strange-sounding name online, Lockbit Sup.
This would be the dark web, specifically the Russian dark web.
Our team at CBS News scoured hacker chat rooms online until finally Lockbit Sup answered. He seemed concerned about the FBI and told us they had the wrong guy. He claimed to be apolitical and then bragged he is a wolf who eats the weakest.
He is a formidable adversary, right? But we have really good people in the FBI as well, and that's how we've been able to get close to him.
And this is what we dubbed the war room right here.
Lockbit ratcheted up its threats in Fulton County for weeks.
Deadline number 1 came and passed. Get another call. Deadline number 2 passed.
But Chairman Pitts followed the FBI's advice, refusing to pay the ransom.
It's taxpayers' money, and we certainly weren't going to pay, footloose and fancy free with our taxpayers' money.
The hackers faded away, and Fulton County pieced its network back together. But Pitts knows it was a roll of the dice.
These are not high school kids in their basement playing on a laptop. That's not the case. This is a big, big business.
Could this happen to you again?
It could. Absolutely could.
A roll of the dice that paid off. For now. For Eye on America, I'm Usher Qureshi in Atlanta.